Day 115. I'm tired. I almost didn't make it. I was this close to saying, man, fuck this. But I'm here anyways. I don't even know what I'm gonna talk about. It's so much. I guess I'll just touch on a few things, right? Um, let's talk about the NFL draft real quick. This is not a sports talk per se, but Shador Sanders, son of um Deion Sanders, hasn't been drafted yet. And a lot of the narrative is, because he's too cocky or, because he's shining and all of these different things. And it's kind of messed up. You know what I mean? I was just watching the draft, but it's kind of messed up that they didn't pick him because the boy got skills. You know what I mean? And he played for a team that wasn't even popping, had no run game or anything. He did his thing, but they hadn't picked him up. So is a race behind it? I don't know. I don't know. I mean, because they are picking a lot of black quarterbacks now. I mean, half the league is black quarterbacks. So I don't know if it's a race thing or if it's just him being cocky. Um, Johnny Manziel was cocky like that, and his career wasn't that long. So who's to say? Baker Mayfield was kind of cocky, but you know, whatchamacallit just shining a little too hard on him. So, and some people say, he should tame it down. I kind of agree. I'm all for being real confident, but you got to kind of tame it down just a little bit until you make it in. You know, um, it's cool that you're doing it your own way too, though. So that could be a good thing, but this could also be a learning lesson. Sometimes it can't just be your way. You feel what I'm saying? So I'm not gonna knock him out. I'm really rooting for him. I'm kind of pissed that the Giants didn't pick him up. I really felt like the Giants should have picked him up instead of picking up Jackson Dart. But at the end of the day, sometimes you just have to just show a little bit more humility, and then when you make it into the league, you can start to shine again, but you hadn't made it yet. And he was kind of moving like he just knew where he was gonna go. I mean, he had made Giants cleats that he showed during a game, a college game, because he just knew he was gonna go there and they didn't pick him up. So, Dion is very uh brass, and you know, he's cocky and all of that, and that's cool, but he ain't quite Dion, son. He just so I mean, be who you're gonna be who you are, but sometimes you have to play the game just a little bit to play the game. And he just thought he was just gonna do it his way. But I'm really rooting for him. Yeah, it's asinine that he didn't get picked up to me, skill wise. I mean, they've been playing him, but even the Steelers haven't picked him up. So that's kind of crazy. But it is what it is, you know. It is a lesson though. And I don't think it's a black or white thing per se, because at this point we got enough black quarterbacks. Most of the league is black quarterbacks. Two black quarterbacks just played in the Super Bowl, even though one is half white. But it is what it is. And Lamar Jackson, see, here's the thing: Lamar Jackson, he be shining, he be having fronts and everything, all that. Nobody's complaining about him because his play on the field, is what it is. But he also speaks with humility, and some people feel like, I know my homeboy, he always tell me, my homeboy Samar, shout out to him. He be watching. He always tells me, like, yo, be cocky, man. You deserve it, man. Like you earned, the right to be cocky. And I kind of adopted it a little bit, right? But it's not even cocky, it's just being confident and knowing what I know. And Shador probably feels like that. But at the same time, sometimes you just gotta tone it down just a little bit so you can get your foot in the door. If you just feel like you calling all the shots, that's beyond cocky. That's just like, yo, like, y'all work for me, and the NFL doesn't work for him. He's trying to get a job in the NFL. So I think that's the lesson that he needs to learn. And he's probably learning it right now. Let me tone it down a little bit. If he had the skill If he was as nice, I think he's nice, but if he was as nice as his pops, it'd be different. Because they'll deal with it when you that nice. They even deal with it once he in the league and he showed that he that nice, but he ain't showed yet. He hasn't shown that he is that nice. So this is what happens, unfortunately. You know what? I don't really have much to say on that topic anymore. Yeah. Real quick, from the topic with Shannon Sharpe and the topic with Tracee Ellis Ross, let's talk about that a little bit. So there's a picture of them together. And in the comments, you see people. Let me see if I can find that picture. Where is it at? Where is it at? Somebody sent it to me. Damn, who sent it to me? Hold up. Oh, okay, here you go. All right. I'm gonna read some of these comments. All right, cool. Here we go. All right. The first one. Would this have been a better look for Unc? And from Fabulous, the rapper, nope, he likes snow bunnies and she like young niggas. We gotta let people like what they like and mind our business, drink water and take showers. Take showers is funny because there'd be some people out here stinking bad. You be like, yo, you don't believe in taking a shower? You know what I mean? Like, take a shower. It's all right. It's a video I just seen recently where there's a lady who's married to this guy that did not brush his teeth. He brushed his teeth like once a week. Like, yeah, once a week. That's crazy. I brush my teeth twice a day, sometimes 3 times if I got a lot of like stuff built up from something I ate, let alone once a week. That's the saying. How you married to somebody to brush their teeth once a week? And the thing is, you had to have known that they had a yuck mouth before you got married. This ain't something you adopt as you get married. Like, you know what? I got my wife already. I don't even feel like brushing my teeth. Who does that, right? Nobody's doing that. So she had to have known he was a yuck mouth before she got married to him, but she still got married to him, which is crazy to me. You know what I mean? Anyways, back to this. Heavy on the take showers. That's what somebody put. I ain't gonna read all that. Everybody was just laughing at what Fabulous said. She looks like she don't listen to black men. Actually, they deserve each other. They do, but they don't like people their age. But they actually do. They actually fit each other, look wise, body wise, age, career success. They actually probably would work. Shannon Sharpe is fit. My fault. Shannon Sharpe is fit. Tracee Ellis still got a nice body. She still got the wagon. You know what I mean? Yeah, I think they would fit. Now, I don't know how she would feel because one of the things she said is she doesn't like the toxic masculinity. So I don't know if she feels like he is toxic or not. Anyways, hell no, she a better look for me. Somebody. Nah, leave him where he at. Our auntie deserves way better. Now, why does she deserve way better? What did she prove that she deserves better? Did she do something special besides just date young men that never worked out? I would love to know why they ain't working out. Well, she never. I don't know if she talked about that. Why aren't they working out? Like seriously, he looks like he would be too much for her. His aggression, I don't like it. That part. Yeah, he is a real aggressive dude. I mean, he's a former football player, so way better. So a dude that's a multimillionaire ain't good enough for used up ass Tracee Ellis Ross. That chick is a burnout. she would be the lucky one if he chose her. No one is ever enough for a woman. Y'all think you're worth and entitled to way more than your market value. Just because you see yourself as a baddie doesn't mean the brothers don't view you as a burnt out bust down. Um, let me see. I mean, his money don't really matter because she got money too. You feel what I'm saying? So um, it will really be his character at that point. Let me see. She getting her cheeks clapped by young dudes. Nah, let the young girls be with young niggas. What's the matter? Did she turn you down too? Okay, I don't know what they're talking about. Tracy says she don't like men Shannon age though. That's true. She said that, so I don't see how it will work. That don't mean she liked them in their 20s. I wonder what's her age range. What is the age range of guys that she actually do like? I gotta find that video and see what age does she like. So it's okay for her to date young men, not okay for him to date young women. Somebody put, bro, stop with the immature BS, bro. She said younger men, no age given. He was knocking off a teenager. Stop sounding stupid over this. Yeah, he was knocking over a teenager, which is crazy because, dude, you 50 something years old. And it's not like you that desperate. Like you can get women. So I don't know. I'm out though. Peace.